Okay, so let's start. Today we'll be doing Trigo TOA CAH SOH. So actually this one is a Sec 4 normal tech topic. They learn it in Sec 4. But for Express, they learn it in Sec 2. And for normal acad, they will learn it in Sec 3. My name got nothing to do with car, Lisa. Kangie is my name. What has it got to do with the TOA CAH SOH? Okay, teacher, my math is fail. Okay, it's fail, then you got to listen for my TikTok live lessons and learn. Right? Learn and get better. Okay, so actually this Trigo TOA CAH SOH apply for all streams. It's just that they are learned different level. Some learn in Sec 2 for Express. Then normal acad learn in Sec 3. Then after that, normal tech will learn it in Sec 4. Yes, let's start the class. Okay. I got A2 for EMath, thanks. Good, well done. Wow, not bad. TikTok live also can teach you a A. Okay, so before I start the question, let me talk about the right angle triangle. Okay. So over here, yes, listen and then after that learn. Okay, better than complaining and grumbling that, oh, I fail. Okay, there's nothing will change by just grumbling that you fail. Okay, just acknowledge that, okay, you fail, you need to do something more. Okay. Okay, so over here you can see that this is a right angle triangle. I shall label this as A, B, C. Okay, before we talk about TOA CAH SOH, yes, 90 degree, okay, right angle triangle. So before we talk about the TOA CAH SOH thing, the next concept that the very first concept that you need to know about right angle triangle is the Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, Pythagoras Theorem. So this one, it's also used for right angle triangle, is to find the length. Any given two length, you can find the third length. So over here, take a look at this one. Big A, the opposite, we will call it the small a. Okay, don't make it confused. Okay, AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. This is Pythagoras Theorem. So what does that mean? For example, if let's say I give you this is 3, this is 4. Okay? If I'm only given length, how to find the third length is, you just apply the Pythagoras Theorem. So always take the two, this is the two shorter one, the longest one is the slanted one, hypotenuse, the AC. So to form the Pythagoras Theorem, you will say that, okay, so my 3 square plus 4 square is equals to AC square. Okay, I can write it the other way around. So AC square is equals to 3 square plus 4 square. My AC will be square root 3 square plus 4 square, and you will get 5. So that's how you get the third length. Okay, this is by Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, so now today we will talk about the TOA CAH SOH. No, that one is 3 square, not 32. 3 to the power of 2, 3 square. 3 square means 3 times 3. Okay, so it's 3 square plus 4 square equals to AC square, and that's how we find the AC. That one is 3 square. 3 square is 3 times 3. 3 square is equals to 3 times 3. 4 square is 4 times 4. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the Trigo TOA CAH SOH. TOA, CAH, and SOH. So there's no other spelling. It must be this spelling. TOA, CAH, and SOH. The T represent the tangent. Okay, represent tangent. O represent opposite. And A represent adjacent. Okay, the C represent cosine, the A represent adjacent, the H represent hypotenuse, okay, the S represent sine, the O represent opposite, and the H represent hypotenuse. No, today I'm not teaching sine rule, cosine rule. Okay? So, how do you do this? How do you use this to CAH SOH? So first, you need to know what is the angle reference first. So, when the right angle triangle, there's only two angle reference here. Okay, I shall label this as theta. Yes, O-level student also can listen. This is trigo is learned throughout the whole stream. But today I will talk about very basic trigo to CAH SOH. How to use trigo to CAH SOH. Okay, if this is my angle reference, okay, you will have to identify where is the opposite. So this angle reference, this will be my opposite. So here will be my opposite. And this side, after the right angle, this will be my adjacent. And the slanted one is called hypotenuse. Okay, and if I'm using another angle reference, so if let's say I'm using this angle reference, I call this alpha. So if I'm using this alpha, this will be my opposite, this will be my adjacent, and hypotenuse will remain as hypotenuse. So in other words, the O and A will change accordingly. It depends on which is the angle reference you're going to use. Okay, so let's do some question. Okay, so that you can roughly know how. So in this part here, I just teach you on how to identify where is the opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Okay, let's move on to the question. Yo, I got straight A's for my normal tech N level, guys. Good for you. Normal tech don't need study one. Who's the Hao Lian person who come in and tell me that don't need to study and get A's? Please, if you are so lucky, then good for you lah. But please do not give the concept to my students that you don't have to study and you can get A. Thank you very much. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, see over here. Okay, let's take a look at this question. They asked to find the length of AB. So this is just like just now that question. This is a right angle triangle. I'm given two sides. So I want to find the longer side. So the first one is use Pythagoras Theorem. So we will say AB square will be equals to 5 square plus 8 square. Okay, this is the so-called formula. Okay, Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, so then after that, to find AB, see, he got blocked already. See, not me being find that he's a bit weird. Even my moderator also 看不过眼，直接 block 他。Thanks for the ice cream. Okay, so we will square root 5 square plus 8 square. So this whole thing you can just press a calculator. So we will have square root 5 square plus 8 square, and then press equal. So I get 9.4339. So we always write the long one, 9.43398, and then round it off to 3SF. So it's 9.43, 3SF. Why discussing also got blocked? What did he say? I don't know leave it to my moderator. For Pythagoras Theorem, sometimes they will ask, prove that it is a right angle triangle. Yes, correct. So when they ask for proving for right angle triangle, you will say by converse of Pythagoras theorem, so it is a right angle triangle. So as long as you can prove that the three sides can form this, okay, then you will say by converse of Pythagoras theorem, triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, the value of theta. So now over here, theta is here. So we will base on this angle reference and identify where is the opposite and adjacent first. So this angle, put opposite. So this side will be my opposite. Some students always label this as O. For me is I write at least 3 letters. So I will write OPP. So this is my opposite. Look at the right angle. The other side will be adjacent. The longer side will be hypotenuse. Okay, after you label this already, what you need to do is, because I want to find the angle, okay, I need to form equation. So let's take a look at what we have. We have 5 cm, that means that we have O. We have 8 cm, that means we have adjacent. So I need to use O and A to form the equation. Okay, we need to use O and A to form the equation. So let's come back to here. O and A, which TOA CAH or SOH has O and A? So it's the TOA. Okay, so it's the TOA here. So that means over here, I will form the equation and say that tangent theta is equals to O over A. Okay, opposite over adjacent. And that will be 5 over 8. So tangent theta is equals to 5 over 8. So this is the equation. So to find the unknown theta, you will use tangent inverse. Theta is equals to tangent inverse 5 over 8. So how do you key calculator for tangent inverse? See, on the calculator, you will see this TAN. You see this as sine, cosine, and tangent. Sine, cosine, and tangent. So to get tangent inverse, it is shift tangent. Okay, shift tangent. So put the fraction. My fraction is 5 over 8. So put 5 over 8, and we get 32.005. So we will say theta is equals to 32.005. So for angle, you will round off to 1 dp, 1 decimal place. Okay, so it's 32.0 degree, 1 dp. Okay, Sam help me to take note that this one help me to change to 32.0. Although 32.0 and 32 is the same, but because this wasn't exact, so I round off to 1 dp. So I still have to put the 0.0. Lisa, you still a long way lah. You only at Sec 1 hello. This one I learned in Sec 4. You want to listen, you can listen. But that's for in Sec 4. Don't have to. Don't have to write Pythagoras theorem. Just apply this. We don't have to write. Only when you are testing using the converse of Pythagoras theorem, you say you say Pythagoras theorem. Lisa, you Sec 3, I thought you Sec 1. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. I'm not a secondary school teacher. I'm a full-time tuition teacher, private tutor. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So over here, we talk about some elevation and depression. So they say this is like something like a real life. An aircraft approaching an airbase starts its descent at a height of 10 km. Okay, so this is the aeroplane. They're trying to say, I already did simultaneous equation. Please check my YouTube channel for the previous live. Okay, so over here, they come down and then they say that it's at the 10 km. So 10 is here, 20 degrees is here, D is here. And they have already drawn a right angle triangle over here. Right? So given that the angle of elevation of the aircraft from the airbase is 20 degrees, okay, angle of elevation means looking up. Okay, I'm going to talk about elevation and depression. So behind, See over here. So let's say okay. Okay, I'm not art teacher, so pardon me for drawing very ugly. So let's say, for example, this person is standing here, and then this person is standing here. Okay, this person is called A, this person is called B. Okay, what is elevation and what is depression? So I'm going to draw a line down. Okay, and this is the building, and the floor will form a 90 degree. Okay, when we talk about angle of elevation is looking upwards. So angle of elevation is looking upwards. Upwards. So it's like, for example, this person standing B person standing here, angle of elevation of A will be here. This is called angle of elevation. On the floor, so-called floor level, look up. Looking upwards, that's called angle of elevation. Okay, so angle of depression. So angle of depression is downwards. Okay, you're looking downwards. So it's like, for example, I use another color. Okay, this person A is looking down. But take note, be careful. Looking down is not this side. You have to draw so-called eye level. Okay. Angle of depression is this direction. This is angle of depression. So angle of depression is this side. Common mistake is students say that it's here, but it's not. It is here. Take note that angle of depression is here. Okay, and if you notice, this and this is actually parallel line. So alternate angle actually tells me that the angle of depression and the angle of elevation is the same. So sometimes when they ask you to find angle of depression, okay, it actually also means they're asking you to find this angle over here because they are equal. Okay, because they are equal. Okay, so now you understand about elevation and depression. Okay, we can go back to the diagram and let's see. So they say that given the angle of elevation, you see, given the angle of elevation of the aircraft from the air base, so you see it's looking upwards, right? That's why this one is 20 degree. Okay, this is the angle of elevation. Calculate the distance D. Okay, so now we have to identify where is the opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. So based on the angle reference, always based on the angle reference. What about SMO 2022? What are you talking about? So this is my opposite. So my 10 is my opposite, and my D is my adjacent, and the longer side is hypotenuse. Again, ask yourself what you have. So this time round is slightly different. I have the angle. Just now the previous one, I don't teach that. Okay? If you are really that good to be doing that math, you don't need me. Okay? I'm mostly helping students who are really struggling with math. Okay? If you are really getting A's, are very good in mathematics, you don't need me. Okay? So this is 20 degrees. So you see, I have my opposite, I have my angle. And now the next thing is, you need to find the D. So that means I will be using my O. I will be using the adjacent because I need to find this unknown. So in this case, O and A, again, it is tangent. Tangent. So we will form the equation. So it means, okay, tangent 20 degree is equals to, again, opposite over adjacent, right? So tangent 20 degree is equals to 10 over D. So Now we need to solve the D, right? So kids, don't I have students are always shortcut. Straight away say, oh, D equals to 10 times tangent 20. It's not, it's not. Always make single fraction on both sides. So I always put over 1. So we do the cross multiply, cross multiply. So when you do cross multiply, is D multiplied with tangent 20 degree is equals to 10 times 1. So my D will be equals to 10 divided by tangent 20 degree. So press the calculator. So we will have fraction 10 over tangent 20 degree. And press equal, and we have D is equals to 27.474. So round it off to 3SF, we get 27.5. Then take a look, this is km, so this is km, and this is 3SF. Done. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The size of a TV is described by the diagonal length of the screen in inches. Just in case you're not sure, you know, sometimes when when you go buy the TV, right? So they always have like how many inch TV, right? So not sure whether you are aware. SF is significant figure. By default, we have to round off to 3SF, 3 significant figure. Okay, do you know that TV are actually calculated by the diagonal? When they say 32 inch, okay, it is the diagonal of the TV that is 32 inch. No problem. Okay, so over here, let's take a look. Yes, angles is your favorite topic, but today we're going to do Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH. Okay, it's also related lah. Trigo is also one of my favorite topic. So now let's take a look. The size of the, okay, they say Ben spy a 32-inch TV that has border of 1 cm and a total length of 70 cm. So this is 70 cm. They say the border 1 cm. That means 1 cm here, 1 cm here, 1 cm here, 1 cm here. They say given that 1 inch is about 2.54 centimeters. They ask you to find the length of X, which is here, in inches. So my X means is I have to take the 70 cm minus 1, correct now? 70 cm minus 1, Okay, so the first step is my X will be equals to 70 minus 1, which gives me 68 cm. But they want you to give the answer in terms of inches. So they tell me 1 inch is 2.54 cm. So I'm going to do the other way around. I will say 2.54 cm is 1 inch. So I will find 1 cm first, which is 1 over 2.54. You can leave it in the fraction form. You don't have to give the decimal. Okay. So then after that, you need to find 68 cm. So you will just take this fraction and multiply it by 68. Then of course, press the calculator. So 1 over 2.54 multiplied by 68, and that gives us 26.771. So round it off to 3SF, we get 26.8 inches. Done. Okay, this is a bit of a unit conversion. Just put the left hand side. There's something like 1 unit there. I see 2.54, so-called 2.54 unit is 1 inch. Then find 1 unit, then find 68 unit. Okay, same concept. Okay, now they ask us to find the angle theta. So now I have my X already, so I can update the diagram. Because over here this diagonal is given in terms of inches. So my X, I shall put the inches here. So always put the long numbers. Don't put the rounded off one. So my X here is 26.771 inches. And of course, the corner will be right angle. So now we have a right angle triangle here. Now we have, this is my angle reference. So now we go to identify where is my opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. So based on this angle reference, this side will be my opposite, this side will be my adjacent, and this side will be my hypotenuse. So let's see what we have. So we have adjacent and we have hypotenuse, 32 and 26.771. So this is A and H. Means I'm going to use CAH. Okay? This one, CAH. A and H. So I'm going to use cosine. So we will form the equation using CAH. So we will say cosine theta is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine theta is equals to 26.771 over 32. So to find the angle reference, so theta is equals to cosine inverse 26.771 over 32. Then of course we press the calculator. Okay, so same thing, cosine inverse is just go to the calculator, key in shift cosine. Put the fraction 26.771 over 32 equal, so we have 33.217. 33.217. Angle round off to 1 dp. So it will be 32.2 degree. 1 decimal place. Done. Why must use 5SF instead of 3SF? You mean this one, the 26.771? You see, if I round, you round up already, 26.8. Okay, sometimes it will show the difference, sometimes it will not. Let me see this one. Let me see if I put in the rounded off one. You see, if I use the rounded one, rounded off 26.8, right? You see my angle, I get 33.122. And if I round off to 1 dp, my answer is 33.1, which is not correct because the answer should be 33.2. Do you see that? Okay. So, yeah, Minecraft, yeah. You shouldn't be asking me that question. Okay, so 33.1229. Okay, 33.2. You understand? So you should know, now you know why you shouldn't use the rounded off one. Always use the long numbers in your calculation. Okay? Come, next question. Minecraft, of course, I have to buy the papers. The paper don't drop from the sky. Okay, come, question 4. A man perched on a blah blah tightrope. Yes, it's for accuracy. It's like, because you see the just now the example, you are using 26, you round off is 26.8, but the actual value is 26.771. Correct? Okay, so if you use the rounded off one, means that you are not being using the actual value. So you must try to use the actual value as accurate as possible. Okay? Okay, come back to this question. So 100 meter long and 60 meter high. Looks down at a boy. Okay, okay, the man looks down at the boy here. So the man is 25 meter from the pole A. And the boy is 20 meter from the pole B. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to join this man and the boy, draw a straight line down. So we will draw these, join them together. Okay, they want to know what is the angle of depression. So angle of depression means looking downwards, correct? So it means it is this angle over here. Eye level looking straight downwards. So this is the angle of depression. So like I said, This and this is parallel. So when they ask me to find angle of depression, it is the same meaning as finding here. So I shall label this as theta. But currently, you still have not seen any right angle triangle. So you need to draw some additional lines. So I will draw this, you see this pole, I will draw this vertical line from the man. So we will draw the line down. And because this is vertical, so this is actually right angle. And over here, this is 25. It means that over here is also 25. So now look over here. This is 20 meter. This is 25 meter. So I need to know how long is this one, right? So we have 100 here. 100 here. Minus 25 and minus 20. We will get this length over here. So you will take 100 minus 25 minus 20 and you get 55. So from here to here, it will be 55 meter. Okay. So I need to find this. So let's put in some information first. Okay, this one 60 meter. See, this pole B is 60 meter. So it is the same vertical line. So that means here is 60. So if I'm going to draw out the, of course, you don't have to draw, but just to show some students who cannot visualize or too many things for them, distracting for them, you can always draw out a separate right angle triangle and put in the values that you are interested. Put in the information, just the right angle triangle alone. So here is 60, here is 55, and I'm supposed to find this angle over here. Okay, so based on this, let's label our OA and H. So based on this angle reference, my 60 is my opposite, my 55 is my adjacent, okay, and here is my hypotenuse. So I need to find the angle. I'm given 60 meter, which is the opposite. And I'm also given adjacent, which is the A. O and A again is using tangent. Coffee dinosaur, what are you talking about? Did someone ask a question that I'm not aware? So coffee dinosaur, you wrote cosine over sine is tangent. Wrong. Tangent is sine over cosine. But anyway, there's nothing to do with sine over cosine equals to tangent here. We are not using that at all. I think you are talking to yourself, is it? I don't see that the question or the statement that you state is relevant to the question. Okay, so just now we have said that we will be tangent. So it will be tangent theta is equals to opposite, which is 60 over adjacent, 55. So again, find the angle. I will just do tangent inverse, 60 over 55. So let's press the calculator. Shift tangent fraction 60 over 55. And you will get 47.489. 4895. So round it off to 1 dp, it will be 47.5 degree. 1 decimal place. Done. Right? So this is how you solve this question. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Calculate the length x. So this one, again, right angle triangle. So every time you see right angle triangle, you only link to two things. Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH and Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, and maybe a third thing. Like if I want to find area of triangle, we will use half times base times height. So three concepts when you see right angle triangle. Pythagoras Theorem, Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH, as well as half times base times height. Yes. Because of the alternate angle, alternate angle is spelled as A-L-T-E-R-N-A-T-E, not alternative angles. Alternate angle, parallel line. So I think just now you are referring at this one. So they ask for angle of depression, which is up, which is this side. And because this line and this line is parallel, so alternate angle, this, when they ask me to find this, is the same as asking me to find this. Okay? So I can put here lah. So I can say the theta is equals to the angle of the depression because of alternate angles and parallel lines. Okay? Okay, let's come back to here. So to find the x, so again you use the Pythagoras Theorem to form the equation. So x is the longer side. So x squared will be equals to 35 square plus 12 square. So to find x, you will square root 35 square plus 12 square. So those who haven't followed me, remember to follow me and then help me to like and share. For those who are new here, the questions I'm going through now, the PDF you can get through on my Telegram channel. So just go to my bio, click on the link, the last button, go to my Telegram channel. But the worksheet will only be uploaded tomorrow. Okay? And then as for the TikTok replay, it will be uploaded to the YouTube channel tomorrow as well. So also go to my bio, click on the link, and the very second last button will be go to my Math Coffee Tuition YouTube channel. So the past TikTok live is also there. So maybe if you can find relevant topics that you need to revise or whatsoever, you can take a look at the channel lah. There's many videos there lah. Okay. So this one, press calculator. Square root 35 square plus 12 square. So you get 37. So my x is equals to 37, and take a look at the unit, it's meter. So it is meter. So fill up the diagram. This is 37 meter. So now they ask for calculate the angle of elevation of the kite from the girl. So the girl is looking upwards. So angle of elevation is referring to here. Okay, so I shall put it as theta. Okay, so now again, see this time round, actually we have all three sides. Not any calculator. Of course, you have to get approved calculator for the exam. Not any calculator. Okay, so actually, technically speaking, I can use TOA CAH or SOH because I have all the three sides. Okay, but it will not be wise to use the 37. Why? Because 37 is what you find. So touch wood, if our part A is wrong, we still can make use of 35 and 12 to find the part B, which will not be linked to part A. Agree? So it will be wiser to use known value, given values. Okay, but you are not wrong even if you want to use 35 and 37 or 12 and 37 or 35 and 37. You understand? So, but it will be wiser to use 12 and 35 for this case. But later, for demo purpose, I'm going to show you in I'm going to use tangent now. Okay, later I will use how to use CAH and SOH to do the same question. So based on this angle that I'm supposed to find, this will be my opposite, this will be my adjacent, and this will be my hypotenuse. So I'm given 12, which is opposite. I'm given 35, which is adjacent. So this is TOA. So we will use tangent to solve this. So we will say tangent theta is equals to 12 over 35. Okay, so tangent theta is equals to opposite over adjacent, which is 12 over 35. So after that, you will say, okay, theta will be tangent inverse 12 over 35. So we will have tangent inverse, shift tangent inverse, 12 over 35. So So we will have 18.924. So we will have 18.9246. So round it off to 1 dp, 18.9 degree. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, so for demo purpose, I'm going to use So and Car to show you this question. So assuming I'm going to use different color. So let me use green color. So if let's say I want to use So. So means is O and H. Okay? So I'm going to just write at the side. This is optional or alternative. Alternative. Okay, this is using So, S-O-H. So if let's say I want to use So, I will use 12 and 37, right? So you form the equation and you will say, okay, sine theta is equals to 12 over 37. So you find the theta, same thing, sine inverse 12 over 37. So again, we key in sine inverse 12 over 37. And you get 18.9246. Same thing, round off to 1 dp, 18.9 degree. So you see it's the same answer. Okay, so now I'm going to use car. X is 37 meter. This is using Pythagoras Theorem. This is using Pythagoras Theorem. Which I have talked about Pythagoras Theorem over here. Okay, so now we're going to use car, correct? Car, you will be using A and H. So my another alternative, I use red color. This time round, I'm going to use car. Car. So is cosine theta is equals to A over H. A over H, so it's 35 over 37. 35 over 37. So same thing, to find theta, I will just do cosine inverse 35 over 37. So we have cosine inverse fraction 35 over 37. And you get 18.924. So round off to 1 dp, 18.9 degree. Theta, 1 dp. Done. So you see all three give us the same answer. So by right you can use either one of the three. Okay, but that's also provided that your X you found it correctly in the part A. So given O and A, I will prefer that you use tangent instead. It will be a safer way of doing it with no influence from your part A. You understand? So this is how you use toi, car, and so. Cannot repeat. Go and watch the TikTok live. Okay. Sure, if use any that 3 got 1 mark. If use any that 3 got 1 mark. I don't understand. Any of the 3 will give you the answer. You use either one will give you the 2 marks. Okay. Okay, let's move on to question 6. The diagram below shows 4 towns, A, B, C, D. So they say that town C is due north of A. Okay, they're just trying to tell you that this is upwards and the north, this one the north is here. So just acknowledge only. Town D is due east of town C. Okay, they already draw the 90 degree for you. So doesn't matter. It's given that Okay, so all the information are into the diagram already. So they say find the distance of BD. Okay, this is a little bit tricky. So they want BD. Okay, but I do not have the BD. But this figure has two right angle triangle. Okay, I have ABC, one right angle triangle, and I also have ACD, another right angle triangle. So we will find BC first, and then we will find CD, and we will add them together to find BD. Okay, let's take a look at the smaller triangle first, ACD. Okay, this smaller triangle, I do not have any angle. I have 12 and 13. So since it's a right angle triangle, no angle, and I have two sides, means that I can find the third sides by using Pythagoras Theorem. So you will say, okay, this one means CD. I will put CD square plus 12 square is equals to 13 square. Yes, CD use Pythagoras Theorem. So our CD will be 13 square minus 12 square and square root. Oh, by the way, Raphael, I go and check slay. Yeah, I think you saying that slay is you nail it is same meaning lah. Although I see a lot of the explanation is you kill it, something like that. But it's the same meaning lah. Means I nail it. Okay. So CD is equals to 5 cm, 8 meter. So over here we know that this is 5 meter. Now let's take a look at how to find the BC. So this right angle triangle, I have angle 30 degree and a 12 meter. So in this case, I will have to use Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH. So the 30 degree, based on the 30 degree, you have to label your opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. So based on this angle reference, my 12 is my opposite, this will be my adjacent, and this will be my hypotenuse. So this time round, I have angle and I have opposite, and I want to find my BC. Means I want to use adjacent also, because I need to find BC ma. I'm given 12, which is my opposite. So O and A again, it is tangent. So based on this, we will form the equation. Tangent 30 degree is equals to 12 over BC. Then this side, remember to put over 1. Cross multiply, BC multiplied by tangent 30 degree is equals to 12. BC is equals to 12 divided by tangent 30 degree. No problem. I don't know grade 8. This one relevant to you or not? Like grade 8 as in which country are you in? I know that definitely GCSE learn Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH. It's just that I'm not so sure which level you all learn. Okay, so 12. Huh? So you're in international school, is it? 12 over tangent 30 degree. Singapore grade 8. I guess you are referring to international school. Okay, 12 over tangent 30 degree. So we will have, so my BC is equals to 20.7846 meter. So I don't round off first because I want to add first. This is Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH. If you are, so I believe international school will learn it in normal Singapore school. Express will learn Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH in Sec 2. Normal Acad will learn it in Sec 3. Yeah, so maybe you'll be learning later part in this year. I mean, if the grade 8 is Sec 2 equivalent, then yes, you will learn it maybe in later part in the year. Okay, so now I want to find my BD. So my BD will be equals to CD plus BC. So it's 5 plus 20.7846. So I get 25.7846. Round it off to 3SF, I get 25.8 meter. So this is the answer. Okay, part B. A 65, this is a little bit tricky. Okay, a 65-meter high vertical town DT stands at D. Okay, there is no T here. This one you have to so-called visualize. I'm not in normal tech, but I'm in Express. Yes, Express also will learn this one in Sec 2. So it is still relevant to you. Okay? So this DT actually stands at D, which we are not able to see now. Later we will draw a separate diagram to visualize that. So this is your ground. It's like on the floor, floor plan, flat, top view. So now we will have a DT, a tower, okay, standing at DT. So what I will do is, I will draw a right angle triangle. So this is D and this is C. CD was just now we already found, which is 5 meter. DT is this one, the vertical tower, which is 65 meter. They asked to calculate the angle of elevation of T from C. So angle of elevation is here. This is angle of elevation, which I will use. It's fine for me to use theta because just now 30 degree I never label anything. So we can say that this is theta. So we're going to use opposite and adjacent again. So this will be my opposite because this is the angle reference, and this is my adjacent. And this is my hypotenuse. Sometimes also don't know why these people come in and comment this kind of thing. I already saw the message. Laugh out loud, math at this timing. If it's not suitable for you, you scroll away lah. You see the TikTok live got so many weird thing, right? So, I mean, got those ASMR. Some people even eat. Of course, everyone has different hobby lah. Maybe you love watching those lah. For me, if I saw it now, I just oops. Yeah. My moderator are hungry, so very sensitive. Okay. So over here, I need to use my tangent again. By now, you all should be expert already, knowing how to identify whether it's a TOA CAH SOH. So this is tangent theta will be equals to 65 over 5. So my theta will be tangent inverse 65 over 5. So press the calculator. Okay, let me just check. So I will get 85.60. So round up to 1 dp, 85.6 degree, 1 decimal place. Done. So this is how we solve this question. Okay, so let's go to the last question, question number 7. I hope by the end of this question 7, you are already expert on TOA CAH SOH. Okay. In the diagram, L, M, N are 3 spots on a horizontal line. K is a kite hovering directly above M. Okay, so this K is a kite. This is M. Kn is 400. Lm is 240 degree. So they asked to find the angle of the depression of L from K. So it's from K looking down at L. So we need to draw a horizontal line first. That means from the K, I need to draw the horizontal line. So angle of depression is this direction. This is angle of depression. Okay. So be careful, don't go and write 40 degree. Common mistake is students say it's 40 degree, but it's not. So this side is the angle of depression. In other words, this is alternate Z. So they want to talk about this angle. They want me to find this angle. So this is easy. Why? Because this is a this is a triangle, right? We have 90 degree, 40 degree. The third angle simply take 180 minus 90 minus 40. Agree? So I will say angle of depression of L from K is equals to 180 degree minus 90 minus 40, and that gives us 50 degree. And we are done. So that means this is 50 degree. Next, they ask to find the height of the kite above the ground. Just now they already said K is the kite. So what they mean is they want you to find km. Okay, you're supposed to find km. Km equals to question mark. So over here, now let's take a look at what we have. So actually we can use this right angle triangle because we have 200, we have 40 degree. Actually, you want to use 50 degree also can. Okay? Up to you. But like I mentioned, we will use the given information. So I'm going to draw the right angle triangle here so that I can see better. This is M, this is K, this is 40 degree, and this is L, and this is 200 meter. So I'm supposed to find this. So let's label our opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Based on 40 degree, because you're using 40 degree, so based on 40 degree, this will be the opposite, this will be the adjacent, and this will be the hypotenuse. So I'm going to use my opposite, 200. I'm going to find km, which is my adjacent. So again, it is tangent. So it's tangent 40 degree is equals to 200 over km. Okay, put over 1, cross multiply. So km tangent 40 degree is equals to 200. So my km is equals to 200 divided by tangent 40 degree. So fraction 200 over tangent 40 degree, and that will give us 238.35. So round it off to 3SF, 238 meter. 3SF. Done. So we are done with km. So we can fill in the blank. This one I will fill in the blank km. Here will be 238.35. Because if you don't fill in the blank here, you will not be able to find your theta. Because if you look at the other right angle triangle, if you never write your km, you see that I only have 400 meter. So it will not have enough information for you to solve the theta. Okay, so now let's see. So based on this, they asked me to find the theta, right? So I will use this angle reference. This will be my opposite. This will be my adjacent, and this will be my hypotenuse. So in this case, I will have to use opposite and hypotenuse. This is so. So we're going to use sine. So we will say sine theta is equals to 238.35 over 400. So theta will be sine inverse 238.35 over 400. So press the calculator, you will get 36.575 degree. Round off to 1 dp, 36.6 degree. 1 dp. Done. Okay, so this is how you do Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH. I hope now you are expert of Trigonometry TOA CAH SOH.